Are you guys ready for a tutorial? I know I've been telling you guys I've been doing this for a while. I'm going to get it to you now, so stay tuned. Stuff I want to say, my daughter got me this beautiful necklace. It says Mom for Christmas, and I'm so excited. All right, so what we are going to do today is finally do the tutorial for one of my little beanie hats. This is the pink one that we're going to do. It's basic, it's simple, beginners, intermediate, anybody can really do this. So this is what it's going to look like on. I love the way it turned out. I think it turned out really good. All right, so what you're going to need is a 5.5 millimeter hook. This one was made and gifted to me by Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady. Thank you again, Crystal. It's a 5.5 millimeter hook, or an H. Wait a minute. An I. I'm sorry. 5.5 is an I. Yes, because a G is, I get the millimeters on these sometimes get me confused. So for a G, it's a 4.5, H is a 5, I is a 5.5. This is a 5.5. You're going to use worsted weight yarn for, in this tutorial, I'm going to use Crafter's Secret. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's Hobby Lobby's brand, but you can use any for worsted weight. When I made this one, I haven't hidden the tail on it yet. When I made this one, I used the Red Heart Super Saver in the stripes. Yeah, the stripe series. I think it was Cafe Latte, I think is what this is called. So this is what this one looks like. I've got a... So I like the way the coloring on this one did. So yeah, so we're going to get in the tutorial and I'm going to show you how to make this cute little beanie. So yeah, scissors, 5.5 millimeter hook, and any 4 wasted yarn. And let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you. To get started, I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can start it. You can either start it with your slip knot and a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to do 12 double crochet in the first chain. So 1, oops, 2, 3, and so on. So you go through and you do 12 double crochets in the first single crochet. Now another way that you can start, let me pull that out, would be the double magic circle, and I've got a tutorial on that, on how you can do the double magic circle. And the reason for the double magic circle is because it cures your clothes. It won't come undone, whereas with the regular magic circle it can get loose over time. So I'm going to show you here real quickly how to do the double magic circle. Normal magic circle is you wrap your yarn around your finger to where you have 2 loops like this. You go under, over, pull it through, and then chain 1. Now that's your typical magic circle. I do the double magic circle, which makes it more secure, so I'm going to show you that one. So you wrap it once, wrap it twice. So you have 3 loops. You're going to go under the 2, pull the back one, pull it up, and grab the yarn and do a slip stitch, and you can tighten it up. So here you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to do 12 double crochet in the magic circle, and I'll meet you back at the end and show you how you can tighten your magic circle. Okay, so I have my 12 double crochets on here. What you're going to do is you're going to slightly pull the tail to where you see the loop that's the tightest, the smallest in your ring. you're going to then hold your tail, and you're going to pull until this one closes completely up. You pull it tight. That will not come undone, because then you're going to pull this, and what this is going to do, it's going to tighten that extra loop like this. Now, it will not move at all, whereas with a regular with the regular, it will come undone. It'll come loose over time. All right, so once you get to this point, I go ahead, and you can do one of two things. You can either leave your tail and tuck it in later, take a darning needle and stitch it in, or you can stitch over the top, which is what I usually do, because that way it's one less tail that I have to fool with. So we're going to slip stitch in the top of the first double crochet. You're going to ignore the chain that you made. You're going to go into the double crochet, and you're going to, I hold my tail, you're going to do a slip stitch, and you're going to chain 2. Okay, now we're ready for round 2. You're going to do 2 double crochet over your tail into the same stitch that you did the chain 2. You're going to ignore the chain 2, and we're not going to count it as a stitch. So you're going to do 2 double crochet into that first stitch, and then you're going to go to the next one. You're going to do 2 double crochet in every stitch all the way around until you have 24 stitches, and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, my tail is hidden on both sides. This is the right side, this is the wrong side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that first double crochet like we did in the previous row, and then we're going to chain 2. Your next round, for round 3, is you're going to do 2 double crochet into that same stitch that you did the chain 2. Then you're going to do a front post double crochet on the next stitch. So be right here, front post double crochet. And how you can tell where you need to put your added increase is when you see a V like this, that first post is where you're going to put your 2 double crochet. So you're going to do 2 double crochet again. And then you're going to do a front post double crochet into the second part of that V. Oops. Okay. Again, there's your V. You're going to do 2 double crochet. And then you're going to do a front post double crochet on the second part of that V. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. I will do one more. There's your V. You're going to do 2 double crochet. And then you're going to do a front post double crochet. Now, you can start to see where you're getting the ridges. I want you to repeat all the way around, and I will meet you back at the beginning. Okay, now we're at the end of round 3. You're going to slip stitch into the top of the double crochet. Remember, you're going to skip that chain 2. It does not count as a stitch. You're going to slip stitch into the top of that double crochet. You're going to chain 2. Now we're ready for round 4. For round 4, again, you see the V. You're going to do 2 double crochet in that first stitch. Then you're going to do 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then where you've created that front post double crochet, you're going to repeat that front post double crochet. So we did 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then we're going to do a front post double crochet. And that is your repeat. And I will do it one more time. There's your V. You're going to do 2 double crochet into that stitch. You're going to do 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then you're going to do a front post double crochet around that front post double crochet. So it's a series of 4 stitches. So now you're going to repeat that. Sorry about the ding. You're going to repeat that. You're going to do 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, front post double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, front post double crochet. Repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end. Okay, so I changed my lighting around a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see better this way. All right, so I changed it. I'm going to move this. Change the lighting. There we go. All right, so I finished my round. You should be at round 4. This is how it should look when you get done with that part. All right, again, you're going to go ahead and skip the 2 chain 2 stitches, go into the top of that first double crochet, and you're going to connect it with a slip stitch, and you've completed that round. Round 5. Chain 2. Please ignore the cats. You're going to 2 double crochet into that first stitch, which is, again, you can tell where the V is. Nope, that lighting isn't better, is it? So let's change that lighting back. Sorry. All right, I guess the lighting was better this way as far as the angle goes. All right, so you see your V stitch. That's your chain. You see your V stitch right there. So 2 double crochet in the first stitch. 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And then you're back at your front post double crochet. You're going to front post double crochet on your front post double crochet. Now you have a series of 5 stitches. You've got your 2 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, front post double crochet. So that's what you're going to do all the way around. I'll do one more set, and then that's how you're going to complete round 5. So you're going to do 2 double crochet in the first stitch, 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. There's 1 and 2, and then you're going to front post double crochet into your front post double crochet. That's going to be your repeat all the way around. 2 double crochet into that first V stitch, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and front post double crochet into the front post double crochet. Now that is your series that you're going to have, and you're going to go all the way around and repeat that in sets of 5 until we get back to the beginning, and we'll go from there. All right, now that you've finished round 5, you can see how your pattern is starting to form. This is where you're going to start doing your repeat rounds. Go ahead and slip stitch into the top of your first double crochet. Remember, we're skipping the chain 2. You're going to slip stitch, you're going to chain 2. Then you're going to 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. So we'll do 1 and 2, 3, and 4. And then in the 5th stitch, you're going to do a front post double crochet. You're going to follow along the pattern that you created from the previous front double post crochet. Okay, again, you're going to repeat that. You're going to do 4 single crochet, 4 double crochets in each stitch. Then you're going to do, sorry about that, then you're going to do a front double post crochet. Let me put this down. Repeat 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, a front post double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, and then a front post double crochet. Now I'm going to come back and meet you here, and you're going to make this to the length that you want it to be, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like when I used an ombre. This is your top, just like we did. And then this is what it's going to look like as far as like how long you want it to be. If you want it to be a slouchy hat, you're going to do multiple extra rows. If you want it to be a short beanie, you want to do shorter rows. If you want it to be a hat to where you can roll up the brim, you want to make it longer as well. So let me come back and I will tell you how many rows that you want to do to achieve this. All right, so you're going to do this repeat 10 to 11 rounds. So round 6 through 15 or 16, depending on how long you want your hat, because this is going to be the top, and that's going to be your repeat. Again, it's going to be 4 double crochets in each, 1 in each stitch. There's 2, there's 3, and 4. And then you're going to do a front double post crochet. Front post double crochet. All right, again, that's what you're going to repeat all the way around. When you come back around, you're going to connect it just like you did before. You're going to join. You're going to skip those 2 double crochets. You're going to go into the top of that. You're going to skip those 2 chains. You're going to go into the top of that double crochet. And that's what you're going to do that repeat for 10 to 12 rounds, depending on how long you want it. So I'm going to show you what 10 rounds looks like first. I think I figured out. Turn the light on with the phone. That makes more sense, right? All right, so here we have what it's going to look like. Let me move the yarn. What it's going to look like after 11 rows of the repeat. So you have a total of 16 rows. Now, to finish it off, you're going to do a single crochet all the way around. So let's go ahead and join it. And I apologize for it being so dark before now. So let's join with a slip stitch, chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Go ahead and do that, and then I will meet you back at the end. All right, once you have finished your single crochet row, you're going to want to bind it off. So you're going to slip stitch into the top of that first single crochet. Do 1 chain, pull up a big loop, snip it, pull this through, and tighten it off. All right, so there's our hat. Let me move that. I'm going to move this. So there's our hat. And this is what it's going to look like. It's going to turn out really cute. So then you can either do another single row of crochet, and what that single crochet is going to do is it's going to form it to where it doesn't ripple, it's not out of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more uniform this way. So if you do a single crochet around, it's more uniform this way. So now we're going to hide our tail. All right, I was trying to find my needle threader and I don't know where it is. Okay, so what you can do is if you can't find your needle threader like I can't find, I've got a really big darning needle that I use for my stuffed animals. What you can do is you can take your yarn and fold it across your eye, pinch it, and then poke it through your eye. I just kind of wiggle it through. It's a lot easier, it's a lot quicker if you have the needle threader though. So how I do mine is I want to make sure that I'm going to hide my stitching on the inside. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through like this first stitch, and pull it through. And I like using a sharp edge because the sharp edge will help you go in between the fibers so that it's easier to hide. So what I do is make sure I have a really good, say about 4-inch tail. I'm not going to use it all, but I want to be able to use it all if I need to. So I'm going to go down, and I'm going to feel on the other side to make sure that it's not going to show. Because if you're doing like an ombre, like this one, you want to be able to hide that color. You don't want it to poke through. All right, so I'm going to do about 4 stitches down this way. And you want to pull it taut, but not to where it's going to distort it. And then I'm going to go across this way a few stitches. And what this is going to do, it's going to secure it so that when you wash it, it won't come out. Okay, so now I've gone across that way. I'm going to go back across this way. I'm going to skip a stitch and I'm going to go back and kind of weave it through. And so now I've weaved it in 3 different directions. So we can go ahead and snip it off. Oops. There we go. There. And now your hat is complete. So there we go. Thank you for watching and for being part of my channel. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button or consider being a subscriber to my channel. I do post, I'm going to start doing my tutorials now, now that we're getting everything squared away after Christmas. And you will be seeing more of that. You'll be seeing more of me. You can see my retro videos from where I filmed on my RAW channel that no longer exists from 2020. I do put the month because Verna has suggested that I do that, so you guys will have a date. Those are posted at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday and Sunday till I run completely out, and I've got enough to go probably till the end of the year because I used to film every day on that channel. They are no more than maybe an hour long, or between 45 minutes to an hour long. And then I will be doing giveaways starting in January. I will be doing giveaways every quarter, and then when I hit milestones, of course, I will be doing more like that. I will leave all the links below to all of my other social media. On my TikTok, I do a daily question, but I have Instagram. I don't really participate on Instagram as much as I used to, so I am mainly on YouTube and TikTok. But you can go ahead and also join my Facebook page if you'd like. Like I said, I'll leave all my social media down below. And so yeah, so thank you guys for watching and being part of my life. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Where are you going? Were you talking to him? Were you talking to him? Are you going to talk to me? What? You're a happy little thing, aren't you? You a happy little thing? Yeah? Go lay down. Come on. Go lay down. Where are you going to go? Go lay down. Go lay down. I have no clue what you're looking. What are you licking? That makes me curious. Well. Ready to go night-night? Ready to go night-night? You can go get in your bed? You can go get in your bed. Go on. Go get in your bed. Go night-night. Go night-night. He's like, I don't want to go to bed. I want to get in your face. You see the kitty sleeping? What we got? Boo Boo Kitty. Nope, that's Ellie. Is that Ellie? No, that's Boo Boo Kitty. We got Boo Boo Kitty and Midnight at the foot of the bed. Where's we're missing Ellie and Copper. Yeah? Don't beg. Go lay down. Go on. Go. You gonna go get in your bed? Go get in your bed. Go on. Good boy. There he goes. I'm gonna go get in his bed.